Hey, Karen and Becky and Sally Ann Smith. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. Had to think about what day it was. Thanks for tuning in. If you hear some weird beeping and droid type sounds in the background, I have a 3D printer. I'm printing a school project for one of my students. So you might hear some, kind of sounds like R2-D2 if you guys know the Star Wars universe, but everybody pretty much knows Star Wars, right? Um, yeah, you'll hear some funky kind of whistling and humming going on in the background. So it's pretty cool. And if it finishes, I'll show you guys what it's 3D printing. But thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to pop on and do some sketching here. Again, happy Tuesday. I have a nice short week at school. We have tomorrow's our last day. We're off Thursday and Friday for teachers' workshops, teacher conventions, which are optional. But I am using my time to rejuvenate. That's the better word, rejuvenate. So Becky, you have me thinking about the Il Duomo building in Florence. I saw your comment for the upcoming workshop. I think that would be an awesome building to sketch. So you might just see kind of a form of it here, just playing around with a little dome shape. So I think we'll be seeing the Duomo in our workshop coming up. That would be a lot of fun. That, and I'd like to try the Sydney Opera House. See who had a suggestion for that. That would be fun to sketch. So I'm not doing the Duomo here. I'm just kind of playing around with this dome shape and just being abstract about it. So that'll be a lot of fun. Thank you for the suggestions. The Flatiron building art is actually intriguing as well. That's a tricky one to sketch. I've tried sketching the Flatiron. It's really interesting to try to get the perspective of it. Maybe we'll play around with that also. Hey Laura, good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for popping on here. So I'm just messing around with my Lamy ink pen. I have my Canson watercolor paper. Somewhere the cover is here somewhere, I promise. There we go. My standard go-to, just grab and go kind of sketchbook, watercolor book. Well, I'm excited. I have some new watercolor paper coming this week. I got some nice gift cards for my birthday and wanted to try some different paper out, so hopefully that comes this week. I'm looking for paper that has more of a rougher texture to it. So I think I ordered some Strathmore paper, which I know is a little rougher than the Canson. So you guys are awesome. Again, happy Tuesday evening. Today's November 2nd. Getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. One of my fave holidays, if not the absolute favorite day. Love Thanksgiving. And I'm just playing around with an aqua brush with water in it just to let the ink bleed. I'm using Lamy ink. I love using Lamy ink because it's a really interesting ink. Sometimes you get this purple bleeding and then you get gray tones. I love the colors. Hey Heather, good to see you. Hope all is well. Ooh, working on a new lino cut. Lino or lino? I think it's lino. That's so cool, Heather. I've only done lino cutting once. I loved it so much that Maybe I'll try to tackle it again this coming winter or fall. What I love about lino cutting is you have to think in reverse, right? You got to think about negative and positive space when you're carving out your shapes, and I've seen some really cool ones that you've done. So yeah, lino cutting is fun. Printmaking is a really cool art form. So it's one of those things that's on my list, and I'd love to do it. Learn how to do printmaking one of these days. So this is a cool little sketch I have going here, I think. What is the design? Yeah, what is the design that you're carving on your lino cut? You say lino, I say lino. It's all good. Ooh, cattails. That sounds awesome. Yeah, it'd be awesome to see. You've heard it pronounced both ways. So no idea which is. Yeah, I've heard lino, I've heard lino. Cool, yeah, definitely post it. It'd be awesome to see. I think I showed you guys the one I did. Wasn't that great. Um, but you know, it was only the first attempt. But awesome. It's such a cool art form. So I'm just breaking out a sepia watercolor marker. I'm going to throw some sepia on the background here, just to darken it up a little bit. I love the look of old sepia drawings. They're beautiful. I'm not being too careful. I'm just kind of throwing it on here. know what? I'm actually going to break out some. I'm going to break out what color? I'll get more of this color. Let's see. I'm looking for a certain color over here. Watercolor ink. It's not it. I have some. I don't think I have any here. No. Let's see. This was actually some of this. I was looking for a certain red color I wanted to throw on here. I don't have it, so I'm going to use I'll try red oxide instead. This is just acrylic ink. And I'm going to just put a little bit in here, kind of like a palette. I really love this red oxide color, and it looks really cool if you use it next to a cerulean blue. It has a really nice contrast to it. So this is cerulean blue. I'll show you what it looks like if I just throw a little bit down. It's just a really cool color combo. And this music's cool too. Alright, I still have some red on here, that's okay. Just wanted to show you what colors look like. It's just a beautiful contrast. I love kind of the rusty earth tones next to the sky blue. And when you mix the two together, you can get a really nice gray tones happening. Looking for, where's my water? I don't think I have any clean water. That's okay. I'll just rinse it off in here. So I'm rinsing off my rusty color brush and rusty color water. How's that going to work out? Cool. So there you go. It's a pretty interesting color combination on there. I like it. Looks very cool. Something else to go on my Windows shopping list. Yeah, can never have too many things on your shopping list, right? I know the feeling. I have pens in my Amazon cart waiting for me to hit the buy button. So I have a gift card, fortunately, so I can hit that buy button soon, I think. Um, do you draw very often on sepia colored paper? Ooh, Karen, you know what? I have not drawn often on sepia paper. I thank you for putting that on my radar. I definitely want to try that. That sounds awesome. Typically, I'll make my own sepia colored backgrounds and draw on it. I'll do like a wash, but I'd like to get that paper. I think that would be awesome. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Welcome. Strathmore's tone gray, sepia color, and the black. Ooh, Michaels carries them. I still have money on my Michaels gift card. Let's get some of that. Tone gray paper, some cream paper, but they are sketch paper, not watercolor. That is awesome. I love using different colored paper. I was using black paper the other day. It's fun to mix up the backgrounds, right? Sometimes we just think we have to work on a white background, but you don't have to. Let this drip a little bit, I think. Drip down a little bit. Is that the secret sauce paint? Heather, oh my gosh, it's so funny. It is not. I emptied out the secret sauce paint. It's the same jar. I had to get rid of that stuff. It was toxic. It was sitting around for 2 years. I missed that color so much. I'm trying to recreate it. You can actually see this is the lid. Look at that color. It's beautiful. That's so funny. You remember the secret sauce paint. I'm working on a recipe. When I perfect it, you guys will know. It isn't watercolor paper. I think it is like 65-pound paper. So that's a nice sketch paper. This is a 140-pound watercolor paper, which for me is kind of the thinnest I would use when I'm using watercolor or inks or anything like that, because it really saturates the paper. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's buckling here. On 65-pound, you could do a really, really, really light wash. This color is really nice in here. Not coming out that well on camera, but this is a really cool gray, blue kind of color happening in here. So I'm going to keep playing with this sketch, I think, for a little bit. So actually, I'm going to just take this dirty water and let's see what it looks like when I throw it down on the paper. I'm going to do a wash with a 3/4 inch brush, which I got some more of these too. I haven't really been taking care of my brushes, and unfortunately, kind of ratty and dried up. I tried cleaning them, but they're not cleaning so well. So always clean your brushes up. I got lazy. So I'm brushing this down. This has a nice sepia color to it. It's dirty water. So I'm purposely throwing down the mix, the water here thicker, heavier in some places, because I want it to dry darker. This is a little bit lighter here. And we'll just kind of brush some up in here. Kind of giving this a distressed look to it. I like the grungy look on some of my paintings and drawings and sketches. It's one of my favorite kinds of aesthetics. I'm just brushing around some of this blue. Just lifting it right off the side and pulling it over here. I'll leave some white. I'll pull this down. Maybe there's a little reflection happening. Maybe on the piazza here, maybe it rained. A little reflection going on. And I'll tilt this up a little bit, let it drip down. Sketch looks amazing, making me nostalgic for Florence. Ooh. That is so cool, Becky. Maybe, hopefully you can share some of your Florence stories with us. That would be really cool. It's on my list of places to go to. My bucket list item is to take a sketchbook, sketching materials, go to Europe, just sketch. Sketch, 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 and sketch. That's been a dream of mine for many years. Definitely since I was probably, I don't know, 20. I've been to Spain, and I went to Spain in high school before I really appreciated, architecture and sketching and drawing. So I didn't do that while I was there. But now when I go, I look at the world differently. I'm always looking at the architecture, looking at the environments. Yeah, this is drying out really cool. I'm going to add some more ink to it when it dries. Add some detail. Hey Karen, have a great night. Good to see you. So I'm only going to be on until about 9 tonight, guys. So thank you for tuning in and watching. I gotta get a drink here. Becky was 17 when you went there. That is so awesome. Becky, do you have any photographs from your trip? So if I was really sketching the Duomo building, the proportions would be, the dome would be more squat in proportion, squat, a little bit wider as well. I have a reference picture here on the screen I'm looking at. So this is just kind of an homage to it. It's not even close to being to scale. But it's really, this got the form kind of happening here. I didn't draw the cupola that's detailed up there. My 3D printer is like singing like crazy back there. It makes just the most awesome droid sounds. I'm sure, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's like singing a song. I'm going to break out some watercolors. This is a watercolor stick. The color is graphite, I believe. And I'm going to just use some watercolor stick and just add some line work on here. Maybe pull out some of the shapes. Let me zoom in. There you go. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see how it's drying. It's really drying nicely in here. I really like the colors happening. Becky says, I might have some in a box somewhere. Wish I had taken more. Yeah, right? I'm not doing any math, but I'm guessing you probably didn't have a cell phone when you went. I know when I went to Madrid, when I went to Spain, I did not have a cell phone. I had my camera, but no phones. Yeah, Heather, you are hearing my 3D printer. It's singing an aria by Verdi or Puccini. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off my music. You guys can. I'll let you hear the printer. I'll do this. I'll be quiet so you can hear the printer. Ooh, I just realized I didn't like. That's it. Me no likey that line. No likey the line. What was I doing? I was listening to the printer. Wah wah wah. Usually I don't mind. That's right. This is just a fun sketch. We'll make it work somehow. It's a little dry in my room. I have a heater on in here. The heat's on. We're gonna have a really cold night here tonight. And I think the dryness is kind of affecting the watercolor stick actually. Usually it goes on smoother. So I have to, it's drying out fairly quickly. So it's gonna, just dipping it in the water here. Usually it melts right on. I don't know if the 3D printers are programmed to play actual tunes. Sometimes I think the programmers were having fun with them. How cool would it be if it starts doing like Christmas songs at Christmas time? I'm waiting for Star Wars music to be playing on those things. So I'm just going to shade this in a little bit here. Maybe there's a little kind of shadowy area happening on the left. So I'll make this kind of shadowy here, just to play off of that shape. There we go. Cool. Cheap point and shoot pocket-sized camera. Yeah. Yeah, point and shoot. I remember those. I didn't know they were so musical. These are, ooh, you saw Michelangelo's David. That's awesome. How cool is that? Oh wow, I am so jealous. I'm just working on kind of a cupola area here. Wow, it's really singing. How much time is left on it? It probably has about 15, 20 minutes. So right now I am 3D printing my CAD Academy students are designing a miniature golf course for their project. So they had to use Tinkercad software to design obstacles for their golf course. And they picked a spooky, haunted theme. So right now I'm printing an obstacle that someone designed as a witch's hat that has a hole in it, or like a little tunnel through it. So you have to try to hit the ball through the witch's hat. It's actually looking really, really cool. So I'm hoping it's done before I finish tonight. I can show you guys what it looks like. These kids are doing amazing. They're really doing amazing things. It's a fun class. They're mastering the 3D printer, the laser cutter as well. And it's a great class. They're freshmen. It's the first year we're doing a STEM academy in our school. So I'm the very first teacher that these kids are being introduced to in the STEM academy. And It's just really cool to be able to teach them. Well, it's really cool for them to teach me. They're teaching me a lot of stuff. You zoom out, you can see what I'm working on here. I'm just kind of grungifying it a little bit. I'm just pulling some paint down just to kind of anchor the building down a little bit. I like the gray color that's happening. I'm just mixing that red and the blue and the graph and the watercolor stick. I'm okay with this. That's okay now. I think I can work with it. Right. This will be nice to add details to when it dries. Come back with a pen. Let me put these over here. He's up on a tall pedestal, so his eye level with his big toe. Yes. I heard he has a very big toe. I forget how tall. How tall is the David sculpture? I want to say like 16 feet or something, but I could be way off. I don't remember the height of it. Let me zoom in and show you some details as this is drying. Probably only going to do this one sketch tonight, and I'll do the cowboy sketch. There we go. So you can see some of the detail on here. I really love sketches, and I love to see the line work, kind of the construction process of how sketches and drawings are created. I'm not afraid to show all of the movement of the lines. I don't want to erase them. I think they add. It shows the movement, it shows the thought process going into here, it shows the mistakes that happened. For me, this is a tool. It's a learning tool, and it's a storytelling tool. Not a story about a place I've been, but a story about how this piece was created. I'm trying to get a good viewpoint here for you. I'm going to go up a little bit, maybe like this. Something like that. That's good. That's one of the things I love about doing these quick, these kind of loose sketches, just seeing all the fun lines that are happening. Lines they're a language, right? They tell a story. Sounds about right. Alright, 16 feet sounds right. Cool. I'm going to put on some, I like to listen to this choir music. You guys have probably heard it before. Hey, if you're just tuning in, hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this out. Thank you for the thumbs ups and all those hearts. That's really, I love seeing that stuff on screen. Keeps me going. Let's see if I can hear this while Mr. 3D Printer is singing. I'll just kind of wrap this up. I'm not hearing it. Oh, yeah. It's because I muted my music. Oh, man, I'm so silly. Alright, let's try it again. I'm going to break out my graphite. dry enough to use my laminate pen on. It's too wet. This is drying really, really nicely. I love what's happening right in here, the way this is drying. It has a, almost like a plaster, almost like an old plaster kind of look, the way it's drying and kind of cracking a little bit, which is really cool because it's adding to that aesthetic, kind of old grunginess, grungy, whatever the proper word is, effect. So I really love this. It's looking really cool. This is also, I like the way this is drying in here as well. Just kind of the red oxide with some of the blue happening here. It's drying really nicely. We can get closer. There we go. Drying really cool in there. This I like as well. I like the colors happening right in here. Actually, I have a little cutting mat here. Let me show you. Where did I put it? So earlier today. Sorry about the noise. Oh, I don't know where it is. That's right. Just blocking this out so you can just kind of see what's happening in there better. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things happening with this. Yeah, what a cool, fun little piece. Looks great, patina of age and weathering. Yeah, you know, I would have to probably add a couple more layers to really get it where I want it. but it's really wet now, so I'm just going to leave it where it is and let it dry, and I'll come back to it. I'll keep working on it a little bit here and there. But I think it's at a really good stopping point right now. You know, if I keep working it, the paper's going to start tearing. It's going to start turning into mud, which I guess would go with the look, but I don't want it to be too muddy. Cool. Alright guys, so I'm going to break out the Whistling Cowboy music and wrap up. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate you all so much. Thank you for sharing your amazing inspo and your creativity. Heather's going to share her lino cut, and it'll be awesome to see what that looks like. Put this aside and we'll break out the Cowboy sketchbook. When we last left the Whistling Cowboy, this is where he was. So let's do our sketch tonight. Alright, so typically what I do is I'll end the show, I'll do a quick Whistling Cowboy sketch. I call it Whistling Cowboy because just one night I randomly started playing his music and kind of stuck. It's a tradition now. And it's basically use what's out on my desk here. Duomo's brick reddish orange, not marble white gray like St. Peter's in Rome. Any room at the end. There you go. There's always room at the end. The light is on. Yeah, the Duomo is brick reddish orange, not marble white gray. Yeah, it has that beautiful color to it. Yeah, we're definitely going to do the Duomo in our workshop, for sure. You guys are awesome, so thank you for watching. I'm going to put on the Cowboy stuff, wrap up. Have an awesome Wednesday. I will probably be on tomorrow night. Wednesday night is, if I had a regular night I'm on, it would be Wednesdays. But you all know I'm not very regular. Jeannie, good night, good seeing you. Appreciate you so much for watching. It's turning into a flip book. Yeah, Heather, it's definitely a flip book. It's pretty cool. It'd be too cool to do like an animated flip book where I flip through it. It looks like he's moving. Maybe we'll try that in the next sketchbook. Yeah, there's a lot of cool images. It's been a fun journey. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to pick out, I don't know, I have like 10 different songs here. I'm going to pick out, let's see. Just pick this one here. Alright, we're going with this one. It says, Last of Our Rides. That's what it's called. Oh! Ooh, timeout. Timeout! The printer is done. It just finished. Stop the music, stop the presses. Alright, I'm going to do this sketch and I'll show you what 3D printing is. So if you want to check it out, stay on. Show some hearts, give me some thumbs ups over there if you want to see the 3D printed witch's hat. Let me know in the comments, let me know, share the stream out, all that fun stuff. And I'll show you after we do the cowboy sketch. I see the thumbs going up. Alright. Awesome. I will show you guys the witch's hat. Awesome. I love the thumbs up. Thank you so much. You're all awesome. Awesome is my favorite word, by the way. I say it every other sentence. Ask the kids in school. Yes, please. We got good. Laura has great manners in the house. Yes, please. You get a gold star for manners. I love it. All right, let's do the Whistling Cowboy. I'll just pick a different song, and then I'll show you the witch's hat. This way you can cool off for a minute or two anyway while I'm doing this. Alright, there we go. We have our Whistling Cowboy sketch for the night. Awesome. Thank you for watching. And now the bonus, if you're still watching, you get a bonus treat. I still see 3 people on, so thank you. Thank you. The 3 amigos are still watching, or amigas. Let me show you the witch's hat. I'm excited. Let me go grab it. If I can get it off the printer here. I wish I could bring the camera and show you guys what I'm doing. So I actually have to use a spatula, like a little knife. I'll show you what I'm doing. I have to use a little knife thing here to get it because it's stuck on the 3D printer. Next time I'll have it ready where I can do a shot and show you the 3D printer. You need to think about it. So I gotta peel it off of this. There we go, we got it. Alright, so here we go. So this is this was designed by one of my students on a program called Tinkercad. It's the 3D modeling software. So this is his mini golf course. It's a mini golf course hole. It's not a full scale size, but this is the witch's hat he made. Zoom out. So here's a top view of it. Turn it sideways. You can see this is the tunnel, so you have to hit the ball. Where's the best shot? Up this ramp here, and then through the tunnel. There's a kind of a sideways view. It's a little hard to show on camera. Try to figure out the best angle. You can see it this way. But he did a really nice job. There's even a detail. It has the witches' hats have those brims, kind of like the buckle in the front. And that's what he modeled. I'm trying to get more light on here. And that's what he tried to model on there. I'll just kind of rotate it a little bit. So this print took about 3 hours on the 3D printer to make. And they've been printing them at school, but I told them I'd do this at home tonight because I have 3 3D printers in school, which we're blessed to have. But they're always occupied, which is awesome. And he's been wanting to print this out, so I figured I would print it out for him at home. Really, really cool. So it's going to be a fun mini golf course. I'll take pictures of the holes after we build them next week, and maybe we'll get some video footage of the kids playing. One student had a great idea. She's like, "Can we set this up and raise money? Like, so maybe use it as a fundraiser, charge people maybe $1 to play, and you can raise the funds and use them for a good cause." So I thought she had a really cool idea. So there you go. That's the 3D printed witch's hat. Came out awesome. I wish I had a ball so I could try it. Oh, I was going to 3D print one tonight, actually. But I'll do that later. Guys, you're awesome. Yeah, 3D printers are amazing. So right now they're doing just, fun stuff, mini golf course obstacles, but as the year goes on, we're going to get into doing more, things that can benefit others in other ways. This is kind of entertainment, unless we use it for a fundraiser, but we can use 3D printers to design things to help, people. I've had students in the past design puzzles in Braille, which were really cool. You guys are awesome. I'll definitely show you the course. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Have a great night, and have an awesome Wednesday. Keep paying it forward with creativity. Peace, and live creatively. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being you. It's the best thing you can possibly do in life is just be yourself and be positive. Good night, guys.